Yo, what's going on, guys? The Worst Duelist here. So this weekend we have the PPG Yu-Gi-Oh! TCG Extravaganza tournament at the TCG Con in Tampa, Florida, and it's Friday night. I figured I'd probably just start the vlog tonight, show off my list, and kind of just like go over what my expectations are. So I'm playing Dragon Link. A joke, right? Yeah, so it's also, I should note that the tournament is the new list, even though the list actually doesn't take effect until the following week, I think. I don't exactly remember, but anyway, yeah, the tournament is the new list, so LB is banned, and the main reason why I wanted to play this deck was for two reasons. One, to see if the deck is still playable, and two, if it is, to prove a point that the deck is not dead. But, obviously that's up to interpretation. I did a lot of testing this week, like pretty much all week I was on stream. The Twitch is down below, shameless plug. But realistically, my results were really like 50-50. Like, I had a lot of good days, but I also had a lot of bad days this week. So I did go 2-12 like on Thursday yesterday, so that was not good. But anyway, I'm going to show the list off, and yeah, then we're going to probably be on the road after that, so I'll see you there. This is the list. There are a few cards that I'm going to be picking up right when we get there, but as you can see, we got triple black metal, one darkness, double safer. That is a Chamber Dragon Maid right there. I promise that's a Chamber Dragon Maid. Shout out Jad, he's going to hook me up with that when I get there. White black, Omni, Chaos Ruler, Chaos Dragon Levineer, the Collector's Chaos Creator. Shout out Jad again for letting me borrow that for the tournament. Real spicy. Double Tracer, double Synchron, one Recharger, Abzo, the Gamba package, and Driver. Triple Meister. So this this we'll talk about if I actually do well, but the main reason I'm playing this, I'll say here, is because this is a dark, and Ash is not included in my list, and we will again talk about that if I actually perform well. Triple Space, double World Legacy Guard Dragon. It's actually going to be triple. The Reborn is a placeholder, so it should be triple World Legacy Guard Dragon. Triple Launch, Ravine, Boot, called by Duster. Yeah, we're maining this card. Fat Brick, yes. But also, a lot of my losses were to Mystic Mind. So I really just wanted to have an additional out outside of the two tidyings that will be here in the main deck. Something that I can draw into while I'm already undermined if I don't have access to this. And I figured this is just better than playing like Twins or Cosmics, because this is just one slot. And I felt like I just kind of had the room for this, but we'll see how that goes. That could be a mistake in deck building, to be honest. I feel like it could be a bit greedy. Striker, double Pisty. One of them is for the follow-up. Double Spheres, again for the follow-up. Quad, Romulus, Hulk, the ultimate rare. Oh my god, we're rich out here. IP Masquerena, the gold Appaloosa, best art, worst rarity. Sword instead of code, because that guy. Anyway, Savage, Ruler, Abyss, and the Santa Fond. The spicy Santa Fond. I mean, I feel like this card's kind of insane, but we'll have to see really how it goes, because this card shits on Tri-Brigade. That's kind of a joke, though. I don't know if anyone's going to be playing that, but it does shit on that card, and it's really good against Striker. The board is triple Droll, triple Nib, triple Ruler. This is kind of like V Drytron. Just like put all this in and hope it gets us there. And then we just have Twins and Evenlies. So yeah, that is the deck. We'll see how it goes, but this is what I'm playing. I'm kind of locked in at this point. I've been testing this list a lot all week, tried a lot of different variants, but this is kind of where I landed. This is what we're going with. But yeah, zoom hand camera thing. Yeah, that's still cringe. Okay, so as you can probably tell, my car is very questionable, so I will not be driving myself. So we are going to go meet up the boys and hitch a ride, and then we'll be on our way. So let's do it. And yo, before we get too deep into the thick of it, fucking shouts out to my girlfriend for being goated and watching our kids so that I can go do this. Love you, babe. So, what are your plans for the day, Captain?
I'm gonna summon a bunch of snake guys. I'm gonna play my dragon cards, and we're not gonna pray. Okay, we're not drawing curse. We're not drawing Allard. We're gonna be in it.
He says that. What about you, Captain? What's your plans for today?
I'm gonna draw Mystic Mine and pass for the rest of the game.
Actually goated. And is that the greatest Ancient Warrior duelist I've ever seen?
Let me tell you one thing. It's the best deck of 2021.
And he's not even playing. He's trying to ship this TP meta. Oh my god. All right. Well, we are big memes. We are out here. This cat has a vest.
It's a harness.
Right. So we're walking our cats. All right. Fuck. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. It's Black Dragon Clap Serpent. Oh my god. This man be fucking scapegoat.
Hey, get back inside. Hey, back in the car.
You, man.
Florida's finest crackhead.
Listen.
We have arrived.
We're doing great things today, okay, baby?
The most handsome Yu-Gi-Oh! Duelists I've ever seen. Oh my god, yes sir. We're gonna be a VTuber. Let's go. Let's go. Imagine tournament. Oh my god. Let's go. I'm fucking sick, dude. I'm sick. It's almost Kissimmee.
What we do here is go back.
Alright, so we just went through round one. Played against Elder Zombies. We won it 2-1. Very, very close. Down to 25 seconds. Moved to battle phase. We went for the Swift Borosword OTK game 1. We tried to do it again in game 2, but we just could not get there. The composition of my hand was absolutely awful. It was like Driver, Recharger, Chaos Space, Boot Sector Launch. Game 3, I had the stones. I had the absolute stones. I went first. I made a board of Spheres, Appaloosa, Savage. He could not play through it. Prosperity in a Lightning Storm, and then proceed to set up Eldritch Plays. And then on the following turn, we went into top deck Harpy's Feather Duster. Oh, game 1, we also top deck Harpy Feather Duster as well for turn. He went second, and we went second and just killed them. We go Harpy's Feather Duster, punch. He goes set up some stuff. I Chaos Space from Grave into Tidying, and then yeah, we just won out from there. The Tidying was just enough. That isn't the exact play-by-play, but that was round 1. The parents are going to be up any second now, so we're moving into round 2. right, so we just finished round 2. We played against DDDs. I went first with the die roll. I set up Spheres, Savage, Hot Red, and that was it. I had 2 cards in hand. He just couldn't beat my board. Just like, oh no, excuse me. I set up Spheres, Appaloos over 3, and Hot Red, and he couldn't do anything. So he packed it up. Game 2, I realized that my opponent unfortunately has not played Yu-Gi-Oh for 3 years, and decided to play probably the hardest deck in the game, and does not know his combos. So we swiftly OTK'd him through just Boral Sword, just Guard Dragon, etc., so on. So yeah, we're getting ready for round 3 any minute now. Time has been called. They're about to post it, so I'll keep you guys updated. Okay, so we just played our round 3. We played against the absolute fucking greatest Sky Striker player on the planet, Nicholas Ortiz. Guy's an absolute unit. Motherfucker goes, he loses the roll. He goes second, tops Widow Anchor, opens, tops Infinite Impermanence, open Widow Anchor, Terraforming, Engage, Desires, and something else. I don't remember what the other 2 cards were, but it didn't fucking matter. It was just insane. So he goes Terraforming, I have to negate, because he's gonna mind me, and then he just proceeds to fucking shit in my mouth. And then game 2, I made him go first. I draw Duster off the top again, and Duster, he changed Share Ride, so I obviously had to play through it because I'm not just gonna end on Spheres and pass. So basically it ended up getting to a board state where I could go into Savage and then kill him with Darkness Metal, or not Savage, Boral Sword, and then kill him with Darkness Metal, but he had Double Veiler and Ash, so didn't get there. He drew the extra Veiler, which won him the game, because he would have been dead. I let him draw 3 or 4 cards, I think it was 4 cards, but yeah, unfortunate. So we're gonna have to win out from here, because that's 7 rounds day 1. Can't play Top Cut tomorrow, so we gotta win out. We just finished round 4. We won 2-0, redeemed ourselves against Striker. However, my round 4 opponent proceeded to open significantly worse than the god Nicholas Ortiz. So, unfortunately, it was quite free. Unfortunately for him, at least. You know, twins off the top game 2. Wasn't really a whole ton he could do. Baited the anchor, popped the other 2 back row, sword, and it's really not a lot he could do there. So, yeah, we're gonna get ready to go into round 5 here any minute now, and I'll keep you guys updated. We just finished the round 5. I played against my boy Kevin. Had him on the channel with the Virtual World deck. Game 1, he drolled me. Yep, not much I could do there. I had on Spheres. The hand was less than optimal. But yeah, that's unfortunate. Not really a ton that I can do about that. And then game 2, I counter-sided. I decided to go second. He decided to go second. I made him go first. My hand was Nibiru, Double Dark Ruler, Harpy's Feather Duster, Red Eye's Darkness Metal Dragon, and Abzurrahta Dragon. So I Nibiru him. I draw the Abzurrahta for turn and proceed to concede to get O2'd. So the record is X2. We're gonna go play our last 2 rounds. My tiebreakers are fantastic though. So if there's gonna be anyone that's gonna get in with X2, it'll be me, even though I'm not playing, but we just need to get to that top 16 just for mostly personal best and content. Donnie, where's the card? I gotta get it on camera. I was here. Where's the card? Oh, not that card. That card's spicy though. Oh, it's under here. What's under my stack of bulk? Oh my God! He's a fucking legend. There he is in the flesh. Don't forget this man's face. Oh, now what are you pulling out? Now what are you pulling out? Oh God, I don't even want to see it, bro. Like I said, don't forget this man's face. He's the absolute GOAT. He'll sack you every time. Lullaby in the main. Who does that?
What we got going on over here?
Oh my God! So how'd it go?
Yeah, I'm undefeated.
Undefeated. I am defeated by Ortiz.
Oh God, no.
So you fucking shit on him, right? Like he literally can't beat you.
Dude, I had all spells. The only monster was Code Radiator, or Generator, and Pink. He fucking struck my pain. I just passed every single fucking turn. Silk Bounce.
Yeah, you gotta do. So game 3, just arrival them. He can't win.
Rival Judgment with Donmari, with Ash, with like.
He had no hand traps.
No.
You're a god. You're a fucking god. Well, it was a good run. It's unfortunate. We played our round 6, played against Drytron. My hand was terrible, but I ended up getting into Chaos Ruler and just milling every card I needed. You know, proceed to Levianeer, Chaos Ruler, get into Spheres, Savage, Hot Red, and Tidying. So he goes, stand my main, battle phase, and a battle phase evenly. I'm like, yeah, whatever. Anyway, negate it with Hot Red. Chain Droplets, send evenly, send Drytron Zeta. I can no longer chain Tidying, I can no longer chain Spheres. So then, resolve evenly, I keep Hot Red. He goes, summon Diviner, activate Herald, I chain Meister. He passes, and then I just simply never draw a good card again, and he gets into Fafnir to full combo. So we lost that one. And then game 2, I sided in Droll, Ruler, and I have Gamma and Meister in the main. And unfortunately, when he goes to move Beta, I Gamma, and he almost forgot Ben 10, by the way, but I let him have it because I don't want to lose to my opponent's misplay, so I let him take it. So he got the extra fairy to Herald of Orange Light me on my Gamma. You know, probably should have savaged him and not let him do it, but you know, he's a friend of mine as well, so I just kind of let him have it. The game was mine if I let him miss the Ben 10, but unfortunately I did not, because my hand was absolutely insane. So yeah, I'm gonna play my last round, and hopefully we can at least go positive. So yeah, but there's no hope to get to the top 16 now, unfortunate.
Yo, in post here, I kind of realized that I didn't really explain my logic very well for this. So basically, I let him have the Ben 10 because realistically, this tournament was data for me, and I did not want to have a false pretense of like the overall ability of the deck. Because, you know, if Drytron's got it like that, then they got it like that. I mean, there's just, that's what the data is for. Can we play through them having everything? So that was the main reason why I let him take the Ben 10 back. It was mostly for science. But yeah, I definitely should have savaged him. My opponent's a fucking meme. Fuck you, Donnie, you piece of shit. Lil JK, I love you.
What do we got over here? A shitload of Manjus.
We do have some Manjus.
Oh, thanks, your ward. That's the new engine, right?
Yeah.
That's the new engine.
Hey, Common Manju used to be like $5.
I was so embarrassed. I'm just like, please don't record me.
Yo, dead ass, I thought that guy was gonna punch me in the face. Lol.
We played our last round, won out against Grit and Maju. It's not really a ton to say. It's just Maju. I mean, I did lose one game. I think I lost game 2, just due to errors in siding. But I ended up winning out the last game. Made him go first, or made him go second. He decided to go first, and yeah, it's just nothing he could have done. Unfortunate, but 4-3. We'll do final thoughts whenever I get back home.
Alright, so we made it back home. It's actually the following Monday of the event. I kind of wanted to go back and take another look at the deck. Not really go like super crazy in depth because there really just isn't like a whole ton to talk about because it is just Dragon Link, but I kind of want to just go over specific cards and, you know, talk about performance and stuff like that and just things that could change in the future. So, again, we have our triple black metal dragon. This, of course, was the Deadly B7 theory. Actually, shout out to Sebastian Todd for giving me some, you know, a fair bit of advice and a little bit of guidance before I went into the event when I was still in the testing phases. So, yeah, shout out to you, homie. But the idea behind this is this plays around Droll much better than something like Seyfert. Mostly because, like, you normal the black and you get into Striker and then you get this. You know, you can go like 2-1, and then you can, of course, get a Link 2 for sure, and you get access to Boot, so if you have like Rocket Tracer, you can make Savage. But yeah, that's the main reason why we played this as the normal summon. Kind of just like going off that theory that he had a few months ago. Just one chamber. I kind of never really needed more than one of this. This was kind of just perfect, to be completely honest. But yeah, not really a ton to talk about with chamber. It was one was very good. Double Seyfert. This is something that I really did wish that I had 3 of. Like, I think maybe in the future I may consider going to 3 of this and just 2 of the black metal. But honestly, like, you know, again, the reasoning for playing the black metal was to play around Droll. I really didn't see a whole ton of Droll, but it wasn't everyone's sideboard, but I just simply did not get Drolled that much. So maybe that's, you know, just isolated data, but yeah, I felt like the deck kind of needed more light dragons, I should say. 1 white, 1 black, 1 Levy, and the Chaos Creator. So I want to talk about the Chaos Creator for a moment because this was kind of the tech of the event. So this was like the absolute worst card of my deck, but 65% of the time, this was the best card in my deck. You know, there's a couple reasonings why this card could be lackluster in some scenarios. It's a Thunder, and of course, again, with the lack of lights, it's kind of hard to get this guy out sometimes, unless you're like opening with like a Seyfert play or like a pitch of Seyfert to get into black or whatever, pitch a Gamma to get into black, so you end up with a white engrave. But yeah, no, this guy was insane, don't get me wrong. This card's absolutely ridiculous, but there was times where it did kind of pigeonhole me into sort of like working my turnaround to get this guy out, to like advance my game state and, you know, sort of like build my desired board. Something to consider about this in the future, I may take it out and play the Chaos Emperor Dragon of Armageddon, because of course the theory behind the creator is it can put back stuff like your spheres, your LPs, your strikers, and the yikers. So of course the theory behind the Chaos Creator is it can put back stuff like your spheres, your striker dragons, your pisties, you know, whatever else you may need to recycle back into the deck. Even your driver on occasion, you can put that back in the bottom of the deck. But the Chaos Emperor Dragon of Armageddon will kind of do something similar, just not quite in the way that this guy does it, because of course this guy is also 2 bodies, so I don't know. I'll work with it more, but this could be Chaos Emperor Dragon of Armageddon in the future, but yeah. 1 Brotar. This honestly didn't come up a whole ton. Like, I never really got this off spheres. A lot of the times I ended up getting Seyfert or Abzerauder, but of course the rockets were perfect. I actually loved this ratio. I thought this ratio was like completely fine. Definitely was not wanting for anything else from that package. And I did not miss Noctivision. So the Skullmeister was actually, like, as a hand trap, it was like okay at best, but the fact that it was dark actually bailed me out a few games where my hand was like all spells, this guy in Chaos Space, and if this was Ash, I would have had no play. So, because it was like World Legacy Guard Dragon, like Boot Sector, you know, Chaos Space, whatever. But yeah, this guy definitely bailed me out a few times. And whenever he was clutch, like as the functionality of his effect, it was very, very clutch. Like, it was definitely really good. Nothing to say about the Gamma package. I drew the driver a lot. I even put the rare in because everyone says, oh yeah, we never draw the rare. When we play the Ultra, we always draw, but we never draw the rare. I drew this guy so much, it sucked. But the Gamma was overall fantastic, of course. Nothing to say. Nothing really to say about the spells either. I mean, it's like, you know, that's just like standard stuff. Yeah, this is good. Called by, excellent. This card was insane. This was like a very last minute decision that I made. I almost played triple of this instead of this card. I am very glad I included this card in my deck because getting this off the top so many times, losing the roll, and then just like ripping this was insane. Yeah, it happened like 4 or 5 times. Yeah, the duster was nuts. I mean, it's definitely something that could come out just because it's just like an off one of, but yeah, I'm not too sure what I would include instead. But yeah, and then ravine sector, and then the tidings. Yeah, this was the move, to be honest. Like, I tested the Dragoonity package a lot for my week of testing, but this was the move. The Dragon Maid shit was just too good. So again, extra 1, 2 of this. This never actually came up in the regard of like where I needed both for the arrows. But what did come up a lot was like searching black metal for follow-up and then going into this as like a link 1 and then banishing it off of darkness metal and so on and so forth, and like getting into quad and doing shit like that. That actually came up a lot, so I think the double pissy was really good. Maybe even warranting 3 in the extra deck, just because of the fact that it is just a link 1 that you can go into on your follow-up with like a lot of your 1-card starters. So yeah, the double pissy was fantastic. Double spheres came up a few times. It's mostly just, you know, having a light's excellent, and of course spheres is just excellent. Romulus, Quad, Hal, Phoenix. This was very good. I summoned this like 4 or 5 times over my 7 rounds, and whenever I did summon it, it was hitting like very key cards. So yeah, the Phoenix was fantastic. Quad is just like insane against Striker because of course they're gonna end on the Shizuku, and then like once you get through the back row, you go for this guy, and then you force like whatever like interruption they have left so that you can get the Shizu off the board. And if you do get the Shizu off the board, you get a free Tracer back. And then if you have not used Tracer, of course you can go on and do plays. MVP didn't actually summon the Hulk once. In theory, it was really good to have it there because of something along the lines of like a Hulk play into World Legacy Guard Dragon, into Pisty, into Boral Sword, and to kill you. So yeah, no, the Hulk is definitely good in theory. I would probably keep it in even though I didn't use it once. Summoned the Appaloosa twice. It was really, really good. Board of like Appaloosa Spheres, Hot Red. It's fantastic. Sword does sword things. Savage. Ruler is the best card in the deck. Like, by far, there's just no getting around it. This is actually just the best card in the deck. This guy is so fucking insane. Summon this guy a lot, of course. And the Sanafon I only summoned twice. I really wish I summoned this in my round 6 against Drytron, because my board I ended up, like I said in the round by round, I ended up making the board of Sphere, Savage, Hot Red, and then Tidying, and I Levy Ripped him. But instead of making the Hot Red, I should have Levy Ripped him and then just made this guy, because then no matter what, if he outs my board, he still like never gets to play again, just because the fact that he needs to be able to have that graveyard recursion. So yeah, no, that was definitely a big mistake, and now I know on my end that this is just your go-to card against Drytron. You do whatever you can to get into this guy, plus additional interruptions, of course, but even just this, I feel like hinders their turn so much. And also the Meister was insane against Drytron. But yeah, I would not change the extra. Maybe the Phoenix could come out, but honestly, the Phoenix is very good. As of right now, I'm going to keep the extra the same. It was performed very well, had a lot of utility at my disposal. I really have nothing to say about the side. We'll just go through it really quick, though. Droll was fantastic. Nibiru was fine. This was, of course, for like my rogue matchups, like I played it against VW. Never drew this whenever I actually needed it, so that's unfortunate. The twins were insane alongside the Duster in the main, and I never got to resolve evenly. But, you know, it's just there for like when I had to play like fucking set 5 decks. But the twins were nuts. I got these off the top like all day long. But yeah, all in all, that's the list, and then we can move into the final closing thoughts. Well, all in all, the tournament was fantastic. Thank you, PPG, for hosting. It was great. Shout out to all the boys as well. You know, shout out to Ricky, like all team bookies, Ricky, Dre, Jad. Shout out Tatsym, you're the GOAT, dude. You helped me a lot with testing. Shout out Sonny P, dude. Sonny, you're just the man, dude. You're the reason I main decked the Duster. I'm very, very glad that I spoke with you on, you know, preparing for this event as well. Shout out Todd. If I forgot anyone, I'm sorry, but there's so many people that helped me leading up to this event.
Holy fucking shit, shout out Alejandro Cruz. You're the fucking man. He pretty much tested with me every day leading up to this event. I don't know how I forgot him. We literally spent like 16 hours total fucking testing for this event. You're the man. Thanks, dude.
You know, I ended up 30th in standings, so, you know, not exactly the greatest, unfortunately, but I'll take it. I went positive, and that's really what I was mostly doing with this event, was trying to see if I could still play this list and it would be like a viable option at the very least, and it definitely is a viable option still. I need to work out the kinks in the deck. That's definitely something that needs to be done. I need to test it more. I need to figure out what things were hindering me the most and really just kind of tinker with it some more. But something that I can say very confidently is Striker Dragon going to 1 does suck. Losing LP does not matter. I definitely can confidently say that losing LP just does not matter. And this deck is just still insane. Like, the amount of stuff that I still played through with this list is just absurd. You know, just a couple errors on my end. Maybe if I could have won out against the God Donnie Wynn, the Drytron opponent of round 6. But, you know, when he's got it like that, he's got it like that. But maybe if I went out of that guy, I might have been able to bubble myself in on the next 2, because my tiebreakers were fantastic. You know, my only losses were to the gentleman who got first, and then, of course, losing to myself by just simply my deck just deciding to be unplayable. And then, of course, just not having it like Donnie had. So I feel as though everyone I beat, also actually 2 of the people that I beat ended up going into Top Cut and playing it out, and then the other 2, you know, had fairly decent records. I believe one of the guys dropped, but regardless, I feel like my tiebreakers are good enough that maybe I could have squeaked by with an X2. If anyone was going to get in with X2, it might have been me. But, you know, we'll never know at this point. I guess really all I can say is we're going to have to just keep trying. You know, we're going to have to really just keep testing and just keep pushing through. The list is a lot of fun. I know Dragon Link has been beaten into the ground over the past, like, 6 months. But the deck is just so insane. And honestly, I will say, because of the fact that we have to do things a little bit differently now, the deck didn't seem like quite as autopilot. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, go into Spheres and go into LP, then get out Brotard, then search the Levy, and then so on and so forth. And then Ravine Pitch, add the guy, whatever. You know, Bitch Router, get Tracer. Then you had like your free like direct lines. There was a lot more different avenues that I could have taken. Like, there was times where I could have gone Sanafon instead of full board. There was a time when I should have went Sanafon instead of full board. You know what I'm saying? There's like Appaloosa lines with Spheres and Savage, or like Hot Red, and different variations that you can do. And honestly, it took a lot out of my mental to play this deck for just these 7 rounds. I can only imagine if I like tried to go the distance and play all 11, but they ended up splitting in top 4 anyway, so I would have played 9 rounds of Yu-Gi-Oh! But man, when I got home, I was just so drained. So, you know, definitely I feel like the deck requires a little bit better of a pilot now that we don't have Helpy. So, but yeah, I mean, that's really all I got to say about it. I just need to keep grinding. And again, shout out to just everyone that helped me. Links will be in the description where applicable. Just shout out all of you. Oh, Austin Michael, you're the Stones. How did I forget? Dollhouseygo, you're the man. Good God, you would have been so furious. But yeah, again, shout out everyone. You guys are the fucking best. And I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Like, comment, sub. The links to my socials will be down below, Twitch included. Follow me there. We'll be testing the deck. We'll be testing something else a little bit more spicy as well on stream this week if you want to come catch that as well. But yeah, that's all I got, guys. Thanks for watching. Course Duelist. See ya.